Hair loss after 50 and 60 does not mean the end of your beauty or vitality. It is a signal that your body is asking for balance, nourishment, and care. With the right foods, vitamins, and rituals, you can bring your hair back to life, strand by strand. This is not about vanity. It is about identity, strength, and confidence. Every meal, every choice, every habit is a chance to restore what time tried to take away. Women over 50 are not powerless. Your body still listens, your hair still responds, and your beauty still shines. The story of your hair is not finished. It is ready for a new chapter, one of renewal, strength, and growth. When a woman enters her 50s and 60s, it's one of the most dramatic biological changes she faces is the decline of estrogen. For decades, estrogen was more than just a reproductive hormone. It was a silent guardian of strength, youth, and vitality. It protected the bones, kept the skin supple, supported the heart, and yes, it nourished the hair follicles. Estrogen increases the time hair spends in its growth phase, meaning every strand stays longer on the scalp before falling out. That is why in younger years, women often enjoy fuller, thicker hair compared to men. But once menopause arrives, estrogen levels fall sharply, and suddenly the protection that hair once enjoyed begins to fade. This hormonal shift sets off a chain reaction. Hair follicles, which depend on estrogen signals, begin to shrink. The growth cycle shortens, meaning hair falls out more quickly and takes longer to regrow. What once was a thick strand becomes finer, weaker, and more fragile. Many women describe this as my hair feels thinner like straw, or my ponytail doesn't feel the same anymore. This is not your imagination. It is biology unfolding right at the root level. But estrogen decline doesn't work alone. As estrogen falls, another hormone rises in dominance, androgen, specifically dihydrotestosterone, DHT. While men experience this imbalance earlier in life, women encounter it after menopause. DHT binds to hair follicle receptors and miniaturizes them, making it harder for hair to stay strong. This is why many women notice a receding hairline, thinning around the crown, or widening part lines in their 50s and 60s. It's not random, it's the hormonal tug of war happening inside the body. Here's the empowering truth. Hormonal hair loss after menopause is not an irreversible destiny. Science shows that by supporting your hormones naturally, you can protect your follicles and stimulate regrowth. Foods rich in phytoestrogens, such as flax seeds, soybeans, and sesame, can gently mimic estrogen in the body, giving follicles the nourishment they crave. Omega-3 fatty acids from fish and walnuts can calm inflammation triggered by DHT. Herbs like rosemary and spearmint have even been shown to balance excess androgens in women. These are not miracle cures, but powerful tools that work with your biology instead of against it. Beyond food, lifestyle plays a crucial role. Stress management is vital because chronic stress elevates cortisol, which accelerates hair shedding. Sleep, often overlooked, is another hormonal regulator. Deep sleep helps rebalance estrogen, cortisol, and melatonin, all of which influence hair growth. Movement, especially exercises that boost circulation, helps deliver more nutrients and oxygen to the scalp. The more oxygen your follicles receive, the stronger and more resilient they become. So while estrogen decline is a natural part of life, it does not have to mean the end of healthy hair. It is a call to action, a reminder to support your body in new ways. Instead of fighting against time, you can work with your biology, replenishing what it needs and creating an environment where your hair can thrive again. When most women think about iron, they connect it with energy, fatigue, or anemia. But very few realize that iron is one of the most critical nutrients for hair growth, and its silent shortage is one of the biggest hidden causes of thinning hair in women over 50 and 60. Iron is the mineral that carries oxygen in your blood. Every cell in your body depends on it, and your hair follicles, some of the fastest growing cells in your body, are especially hungry for it. Without enough iron, the follicles simply cannot produce strong, healthy strands of hair. Here's the surprising truth. Many women after menopause are iron deficient without ever being told so. You see, doctors often check hemoglobin when testing for anemia, but hemoglobin doesn't tell the full story. What really matters for hair is ferritin, your iron storage protein. Even if your hemoglobin is normal, your ferritin can be low, and when ferritin drops below a certain level, the hair follicles panic into a resting phase, growth slows, and more strands fall out than grow back. This condition is known as telogen effluvium, and it's one of the most overlooked causes of hair shedding in women. Why does this happen more after 50? For many women, it's a combination of diet, absorption, and aging. As appetite changes with age, meals may contain less iron rich food. On top of that, the stomach produces less acid with age, making it harder to absorb iron from food. Add medications like antacids or certain blood pressure pills, and absorption falls even further. The result? Even if you're eating well, your body might not be absorbing the iron it needs to feed your hair. The symptoms are often subtle. You may feel a little more tired than usual, notice brittle nails, or experience brain fog. But the clear sign is when you see more hair in the brush, on the pillow, or swirling down the shower drain. The hair may also feel finer, weaker, and less voluminous. For many women, it feels like their hair has lost its life. But here's the good news. Restoring iron and ferritin levels can often restart the growth cycle and bring back thickness strand by strand. So how do you do it? First, food is your medicine. Red meat is the richest source of heme iron, the type your body absorbs best. But if you don't eat much meat, don't worry. Spinach, lentils, beans, pumpkin seeds, and quinoa are excellent plant-based sources. Pairing them with vitamin C from citrus, tomatoes, or bell peppers can dramatically improve absorption. If your doctor confirms low ferritin, an iron supplement may be recommended, but this must always be monitored because too much iron can be harmful. Balance is the key. And here's something powerful. When ferritin stores rise, women often notice not just better energy, but stronger nails and renewed hair growth within months. It is as if the body finally has the reserves it was waiting for, and the follicles awaken again. Hair loss is not always about aging. Sometimes it's about deficiency. By correcting low iron and ferritin, you can give your hair the oxygen, strength, and vitality it needs to grow back even after 50. Every strand of hair on your head is built from one primary material, protein. In fact, up to 95% of your hair is made of a protein called keratin. Without enough protein, your body simply cannot produce strong, resilient strands. And after 50 and 60, protein intake often drops. Not because women don't care about nutrition, but because appetite changes, digestion slows, and many believe they don't need as much protein as they age. The truth is the opposite. You need more high-quality protein to maintain muscle, bone strength, skin elasticity, and yes, to grow thick, healthy hair. Think about this. Your hair follicles are some of the most metabolically active structures in your body. They're constantly dividing, building, and producing new cells that eventually form each strand of hair. This process requires a steady supply of amino acids, the building blocks of protein. When your diet is low in protein, your body makes a survival choice. It prioritizes essential organs like your heart and liver and leaves less for non-essential structures like hair. That's when you see shedding, thinning, and slower regrowth. But protein isn't the full story. Alongside it, another vital structural component keeps hair strong and youthful: collagen. Collagen is the most abundant protein in the body, acting like a scaffolding that supports skin, joints, and hair follicles. As we age, collagen production drops dramatically. By age 60, you may be producing less than half of what you did at 25. The result? Hair becomes weaker, more prone to breakage, and follicles lose the firm support structure they need to anchor strands in place. This is why hair feels finer and more fragile after menopause. And here's the empowering part. You can restore this supply. Lean proteins like fish, chicken, eggs, and Greek yogurt provide essential amino acids that directly feed hair growth. Plant-based proteins like lentils, chickpeas, quinoa, and hemp seeds also play a powerful role, especially when combined for a complete amino acid profile. At the same time, foods rich in collagen or collagen boosting nutrients can transform your hair from within. Bone broth, wild caught salmon, skin, and chicken with the skin are direct sources of collagen. Meanwhile, vitamin C rich foods like oranges, kiwis, strawberries, and bell peppers help your body build collagen naturally. Without vitamin C, collagen synthesis slows to a crawl. And let's not forget zinc and copper, trace minerals found in nuts, seeds, and shellfish. These minerals help form the cross linkings in collagen that give it strength. Together with protein and vitamin C, they create a matrix that locks hair firmly into place and fuels its growth. For women over 50 and 60, boosting protein and collagen intake can make a visible difference within months. Many notice not just improved hair thickness, but also stronger nails, firmer skin, and greater energy. That's because these nutrients don't just feed your hair, they rebuild your entire foundation of vitality. So the next time you sit down for a meal, remember every bite of protein and every sip of collagen rich broth is not just feeding your body, it's fueling the very strands that frame your identity and confidence. Protein is the raw material, collagen is the glue, and together they hold the secret to renewing your hair's strength after 50. When women talk about hair health, they often focus on shampoos, serums, or supplements, but the truth is, what determines the shine, thickness, and resilience of your hair isn't what you put on it, it's what you put in your body. And one of the most powerful nutrients for hair growth after 50 and 60 is something many women are missing: omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s are essential fats, meaning your body cannot make them on its own. You must get them from food. These fats are building blocks for every cell membrane in your body, including the delicate cells inside your hair follicles. Without enough omega-3s, the follicles become inflamed, circulation slows, and the scalp environment becomes dry and less hospitable for growth. The result? Thinning hair, dryness, and strands that break easily. Science shows that omega-3s play three critical roles for hair. They fight inflammation. Many cases of hair thinning after menopause are linked to microscopic inflammation in the scalp. This inflammation silently damages follicles, shrinking them over time. Omega-3s, particularly DHA and EPA from fish oil, calm this inflammation, protecting follicles and extending their growth phase. They improve blood flow. Omega-3s make red blood cells more flexible, allowing them to carry oxygen and nutrients more efficiently to the scalp. More oxygen means stronger roots, thicker strands, and healthier regrowth. They hydrate from within. If your scalp feels itchy, flaky, or dry, chances are you're low in omega-3s. These fatty acids strengthen the skin barrier, locking in moisture and keeping your scalp nourished, which directly translates into softer, shinier hair. For women after 50, the need for omega-3s becomes even greater. Hormonal changes often trigger dryness in both skin and hair, and many diets in Western countries are overloaded with omega-6 fatty acids from vegetable oils, processed foods, and fried snacks, but starved of omega-3s. This imbalance fuels inflammation, making hair loss worse. The solution is delicious and simple. Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel are some of the richest natural sources of omega-3s. Just 2 servings per week can make a visible difference. For those who prefer plant-based sources, flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts are excellent. They provide ALA, a type of omega-3 that the body can partially convert into the more powerful DHA and EPA. Adding just a handful of walnuts to your breakfast or sprinkling flaxseed onto yogurt can start shifting the balance in your favor. Some women also benefit from high quality fish oil or algae oil supplements, especially if their diet is low in these foods. Clinical studies show that women who added omega-3s reported not only less hair shedding, but also improved hair density and thickness within 6 months. But here's the beauty of it: omega 3s don't just help your hair, they strengthen your heart, protect your brain, ease joint stiffness, and reduce inflammation throughout the body. That means every time you nourish your hair with these healthy oils, you are nourishing your entire life force. So remember this: dry, thinning hair after 50 isn't just a cosmetic problem. It's your body signaling a deeper need for nourishment. By adding omega 3s back into your meals, you restore life not only to your strands, but to your whole self, strand by strand, cell by cell. If there's one nutrient that quietly controls more of your health than most people realize, it's vitamin D. Known as the sunshine vitamin, it strengthens bones, protects immunity, lifts mood, and even guards against disease. But here's something many women don't know. Vitamin D is also one of the most important nutrients for hair growth, and its deficiency is a silent epidemic among women over 50 and 60. Hair loss, especially the type where strands thin all over the scalp, is often linked to low vitamin D. This is because vitamin D does more than just support bones. It directly communicates with your hair follicles. Inside each follicle are tiny receptors designed to listen for vitamin D signals. When those receptors are activated, they tell the follicle, grow, divide, and produce new hair. Without enough vitamin D, those signals go quiet and the follicle can slip into dormancy. This is why women with vitamin D deficiency often notice diffuse shedding, thinner ponytails, or hair that refuses to regrow after falling out. Why does this deficiency strike harder after 50 and 60? There are several reasons. First, as skin ages, it produces less vitamin D when exposed to sunlight. Second, many women avoid the sun due to skin cancer concerns or simply because outdoor activity decreases with age. Third, absorption in the gut slows down, especially if you take medications for heartburn, cholesterol, or diabetes. Put all of this together, and the result is clear. A large portion of women past menopause are walking around with low vitamin D levels, unknowingly sabotaging their hair. The symptoms often go beyond hair. You may feel chronic fatigue, low mood, weak muscles, or frequent colds. But for many women, the most emotionally painful symptom is watching their hair thin, despite trying shampoos, oils, or even medications. Without vitamin D, no topical treatment can truly awaken the follicles. The solution starts with awareness. A simple blood test can reveal your vitamin D level. For optimal hair growth and health, many experts recommend aiming for levels in the mid to high range of normal. If your numbers are low, you can restore them through sunlight, food, and supplements. Just 15-20 minutes of morning sun on your face and arms can spark natural vitamin D production. Foods like salmon, tuna, mackerel, egg yolks, and fortified dairy alternative provide a valuable boost. And if diet and sunlight aren't enough, a high-quality vitamin D3 supplement taken under a doctor's guidance can safely restore balance. G, if then, and the dialogue come bring, the transformation can be striking. Women who correct their vitamin D deficiency often notice not just better energy and mood, but also thicker hair regrowth within months. Follicles that were dormant begin to reactivate, slowly producing new strands that add back fullness. Combined with other nutrients like iron, protein, and omega 3s, vitamin D acts like the missing spark that reignites the entire system. So, if your hair feels lifeless or refuses to return after falling out, don't just look at shampoos or creams, look at the sunshine, look at your vitamin D, because sometimes the secret to bringing your hair back to life isn't found in a bottle on a shelf. It's found in the light above you and the nourishment inside you. Your hair may look lifeless on the outside, but its real story begins deep inside your scalp at the follicle level. Each follicle is like a tiny factory constantly producing new cells that grow into strands of hair. But here's the secret most women never hear. Follicles cannot function without a strong, steady supply of blood flow. Blood is the delivery system for oxygen and nutrients, and when circulation slows, hair suffers. After 50 and 60, circulation naturally weakens. blood vessels stiffen with age, the heart pumps less efficiently, and the scalp, being the farthest point from your core, often receives the least nourishment. Add conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, or simply a sedentary lifestyle, and the problem worsens. The result? Follicles starve, growth slows, and strands become finer, weaker, and more likely to fall out. It's not that your body doesn't want to grow hair, it's that your follicles can't get the fuel they need. But here's the empowering truth: blood flow is one of the most reversible factors in hair health. With the right lifestyle changes, you can restore circulation, oxygen, and nutrients directly to your scalp, waking up follicles that were fading into dormancy. The first tool is movement. Exercise is not just about muscles or weight, it's about circulation. When you walk, stretch, or engage in aerobic activity, you increase blood flow throughout the body, including to the scalp. Even something as simple as brisk walking for 20 minutes a day can improve oxygen delivery to your hair roots. Yoga poses like downward dog or gentle inversions are especially powerful because they temporarily increase blood flow to the head, bathing follicles in oxygen-rich blood. The second tool is scalp stimulation. A simple daily scalp massage using your fingertips or a soft brush can increase blood flow by nearly 40% in the treated area. Studies have shown that women who practiced daily scalp massage reported not only less shedding, but also thicker regrowth over time. Adding a few drops of natural oils like rosemary, peppermint, or castor oil can amplify this effect, since these oils are known to improve microcirculation in the scalp. And then there's the food connection. Certain vegetables, especially leafy greens and beets, are rich in nitrates. Once inside the body, nitrates convert into nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes blood vessels and dramatically improves circulation. Imagine every bite of spinach or beetroot as a natural fertilizer, opening your vessels, sending oxygen, and feeding your hair from within. Over time, this increased blood flow creates the exact environment follicles need to thrive. The beauty of improving circulation is that it benefits not just your hair, but your entire body. Better blood flow means a healthier heart, stronger brain, and more energy in daily life. And when your circulation improves, your hair responds. It thickens, strengthens, and grows with renewed vitality. So if your hair feels weak or refuses to grow, don't just think about creams or supplements. Think about movement, massage, and meals that open your vessels. Because sometimes the secret to vibrant hair isn't about adding something new, it's about restoring the life force that was always meant to flow through you. By the time women reach 50 or 60, hair loss can feel overwhelming, but the truth is, regrowth is rarely about one magic pill or one miracle food. It's about a daily system, a rhythm of choices that consistently nourish your body and create the right environment for your hair to thrive again. Think of it like tending to a garden. One watering won't bring it back to life, but steady care over weeks and months transforms the soil, awakens the roots, and restores the bloom. The first part of this ritual begins with breakfast. Starting your day with protein sets the stage for hair health. A simple plate of scrambled eggs, Greek yogurt with flax seeds, or a smoothie made with berries, spinach, and collagen powder provides the amino acids your follicles need to build keratin. Pair it with a handful of walnuts or chia seeds, and you've added omega-3s that fight inflammation in the scalp. At midday, focus on iron and leafy greens. A lentil salad with spinach, quinoa, and pumpkin seeds gives you a powerful dose of plant-based iron. Adding a squeeze of lemon or slices of bell pepper adds vitamin C, which boosts absorption. This isn't just fueling your energy, it's ensuring your ferritin levels stay high enough to prevent shedding. Afternoons are a great time to step outside and recharge with sunlight. Just 15-20 minutes of safe sun exposure helps your skin make vitamin D, a nutrient that directly wakes up dormant follicles. If sunlight is limited, a vitamin D3 supplement can step in, but nothing beats the natural rhythm of light on your skin. By evening, focus on circulation. A warm, plant-based dinner rich in nitrates like roasted beets, arugula, or kale feed your blood vessels with nitric oxide, improving blood flow to the scalp. Pairing it with salmon or sardines adds omega-3s for double impact. Before bed, adopt the most overlooked ritual, scalp care. Spend 5 minutes massaging your scalp with your fingertips. This simple act increases blood flow, stimulates follicles, and sends a signal to your body that hair growth is a priority. If you want to go further, a few drops of rosemary oil mixed with coconut oil can enhance circulation even more. Over time, women who practice this nightly ritual report stronger, fuller hair regrowth. And then there's the lifestyle foundation, stress and sleep. Chronic stress raises cortisol, a hormone that shortens the hair growth cycle. Deep breathing, prayer, meditation, or even a gentle evening walk can bring cortisol down and protect your follicles. And when you sleep deeply, your body releases growth hormones and repairs tissues, including the hair follicle cells. Without sleep, even the best nutrition can't fully take root. This daily renewal ritual is not about perfection, it's about consistency. One protein-rich meal won't transform your hair, but weeks of steady nourishment will. One scalp massage won't regrow strands overnight, but daily stimulation builds momentum. Every small choice, from what you eat to how you breathe, is a seed planted in the soil of your scalp. Over time, these seeds become strands, and those strands become a crown of confidence and vitality. Hair loss after 50 and 60 is not just about vanity. It's not just about what you see in the mirror. For many women, it feels like losing a part of themselves, their identity, their youth, their confidence. Every strand that falls can feel like time stealing something away, reminding you of change, reminding you of age. But here's the truth. Hair loss is not the end of your beauty, nor is it the end of your vitality. It is a signal that your body is asking for something deeper, for balance, for nourishment, for care. When your hormones shift, when estrogen declines and DHT rises, it is not a punishment. It is simply biology changing course. But biology is not destiny. By embracing foods rich in phytoestrogens, calming inflammation with omega-3s, and protecting follicles with circulation boosting habits, you can work with your biology instead of against it. The hormonal shift doesn't mean you must surrender your hair. It means you must feed your body in new ways that match this new chapter of life. When iron and ferritin run low, it's not just your hair that suffers, it's your energy, your focus, your strength. But once you restore those reserves with the foods nature designed for you, lentils, spinach, seeds, and lean proteins, something remarkable happens. Your hair responds. Your energy responds. The you that felt like she was slipping away begins to return. Hair becomes more than just strands. It becomes a reflection of your body finally receiving what it has been silently craving. When protein and collagen decline, your hair weakens, your skin sags, your nails break. But when you begin to rebuild with nourishing proteins, with bone broth, with vitamin C rich foods that spark collagen production, you see change not just in your hair, but in your entire reflection. It's as if life is weaving itself back into your very fabric, strand by strand. So when omega-3s are missing, the scalp becomes dry, inflamed, and hostile to growth. But when you bring back salmon, walnuts, flax, chia, or even a spoonful of fish oil, it's like rain falling on dry soil. The scalp softens, follicles awaken, and your hair begins to shine again. Not because of a salon treatment, but because life is flowing through you from the inside. When vitamin D falls, your follicles go quiet, but the sunlight is still there waiting for you. A short walk, a plate of eggs, a supplement under guidance, and suddenly the signals return, telling your hair, grow again. Dormant follicles stir back to life, and new strands emerge where you thought they had vanished forever. When blood flow slows, follicles starve. But the moment you begin to move your body, the moment you stretch, walk, breathe deeply, or massage your scalp with care, you invite life back into your roots. Circulation is not just blood. It is oxygen, it is vitality, it is a current of energy that feeds every cell, including those tiny roots beneath your scalp. And when you combine all of this, protein, iron, omega-3s, vitamin D, circulation, rituals of self-care. You create a daily rhythm of renewal. Every meal becomes medicine. Every walk becomes therapy. Every massage becomes a prayer to your own body, saying, I choose to nourish you. I choose to restore you. I choose to honor you. So, hear this, women over 50 are not powerless. You are not victims of time. You are not destined for decline. Your body still listens. Your hair still responds. And your beauty, your real beauty, is still alive within you, waiting for your choices to bring it forward. The story of your hair is not finished. It is not written in loss. It is ready for a new chapter, a chapter of renewal, strength, and growth. Every strand that returns is not just hair, it is hope, it is resilience, it is proof that you are still blooming even in this season of life. Your crown has not been lost, it is being restored, strand by strand, choice by choice, day by day.